Do you want to become a master of Lucioball before it goes away? Well, I've got you covered. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you a bunch of tips and tricks for playing Lucioball that will really step up your game. Let's get right into it. Tip number one sounds obvious, but you'd be surprised at how many people do not follow it. Tip number one is you need a goalie in Lucioball. There is no way around it. Most of the time, it's easiest if you just make it so the person that spawns in front of the goal is the goalie, but not every player abides by that. So if you're one of the players in the front and you didn't spawn in front of the goal, you should check to make sure your goalie stayed there. And if they didn't, you definitely should go back and play goalie. It doesn't matter if you are literally the best player on, attack, forward in the game. If you don't have a goalie, you will lose. Your team will always perform better if someone's on goalie than if someone's not. So keep that in mind and make sure you got one guy defending your goal. Tip number two is spread out. I see so many people just mindlessly A, chasing the ball, and B, if they're on a forward, you have two forwards that are literally right next to each other pushing the ball forwards. That's useless, by the way. If you have two forwards attacking the ball and they're trying to push it together as if they need to hold hands or something, that's not going to get you anywhere. You're not going to be able to, you're not pushing any more effectively with two people there than you are with one person. It's much better to spread out most of the time, and this entails a lot of things. For one, if your team has the ball, you should never be hovering right on top of the person that has the ball. If your other forward is pushing it, then you should spread out and try to get open for a pass or some sort of goal-making opportunity. Don't just stand on top of them. And two, if the enemy team has the ball, I see like toddlers basically, people playing Lucioball where they literally will chase the ball wherever it goes. Their crosshair is just always on it and they're always pressing forward. That's not what you should be doing either. Use your brain. You're all smarter than a bunch of toddlers playing first grade soccer or football if you're in the rest of the world. Position yourself in a way where you can stop the ball from getting to your goal. Put yourself between the ball and your goal and your goalie, because he's your last line of defense. You want to be there before he is, and just be smart about it. If someone's running towards your goal and you're on the opposite side of the field, run towards your goal because that's where they're going to. Don't run towards them. Hopefully that makes sense. Really, I'm saying don't just crowd around the ball. That's the basics of this tip, but I tried to expand a little bit for you as well. Tip number three is use aerial shots and passes to your advantage. When the ball is on the ground in Lucioball, everyone can stop it and everyone can get to it. It takes like no brain cells to do. But if you aim upward slightly above where the ball is and you use your boop, it'll launch the ball into the air, which is useful for either passes or to get the ball out of your own goal if you're the keeper, or to even take shots on the enemy goal. You're going to make the ball significantly harder to stop. Just think about the way this works. If you're shooting the ball on the ground, the enemy has two directions it can go, to the left of them or to the right of them, because there's only two dimensions if you're not shooting it in the air. But if you shoot it into the air, they now have to account for height, so it can go to the left of them, to the right of them, underneath them, over them if they jump too high. There's a lot more they have to take into account there, and it makes the whole game a lot harder for them. So try to, crouch and or look up when you're booping the ball to give it some extra height to make the enemy team's job a lot harder. Tip number four is one that regards your speed boost. Your speed boost is also on a pretty long cooldown in this game, and it's pretty useful for getting to the ball. I recommend using speed boost whenever it will get you to the ball before the enemy, where you wouldn't have been able to do that before. For example, right at the beginning of a round, use your speed boost immediately to get to the ball and take initiative in the game. Or if the ball is in some sort of neutral position and you can see an enemy going for it as well, using your speed boost to make sure you get to it first is crucial. However, using your speed boost just to return just like randomly to get to the other side of the field is not something you want to be doing. Or when the enemy team has the ball, using your speed boost to just kind of get to them unless they're about to score, also not something you should be doing. If you have the ball and you're sort of dribbling it, I don't really recommend speed boosting there either. I recommend trying to outplay the enemies by passing the ball when they come to you or by going for a shot on goal. I just think speed boost is something that should be used whenever it will create an advantage for you. And if there's a situation where you're just like, I want to use speed boost to get here faster, not because it'll create an advantage, you're using it wrong. Number six tip. Yes, that bounce pads, the big yellow things in the map, those are super useful and you should definitely use those. Combining a bounce pad with a wall ride can get you across the map very quickly. Wall riding itself is usually pretty quick, but if you use the bounce pad, you will launch yourself across the map with that wall ride. And furthermore, use the bounce pads to your advantage, but also know their weaknesses. When you're falling down from a bounce pad, you're pretty vulnerable. You can't really change your directions mid-air. So when the enemy team is doing this, know that's a good opportunity to take a shot on goal if their goalie is falling or if their forwards are falling, you can know you can push up past them while they're doing that. And if you're someone that's going to take a bounce pad and you're jumping into the air, make sure you're jumping to stop the ball and you'll be able to land before the enemy team will be able to launch it back. If you jump for no reason, they're just going to go right underneath you, and that's never any good. These are just some basic tips and tricks that I think are really some fundamentals for knowing this game mode. If you want more, I am looking to make an advanced guide where I give some more in-depth visuals than there were in this video, as well as strategies and kind of techniques towards just completely ruining your enemies' lives. If you want that, be sure to leave a comment down below because I can get you that within a few days here. And for now, I'll see you guys all later. Have a good one. Lone Hawk out.